All right. Hello, everybody. Oops, I have the crooked camera. Now that's fixed. I'm back. Let me check. Everything is working as well. We've got, let's say, an upgrade here in StreamYard. So, not exactly sure if everything is working. So, please let me know if there are any issues or anything else happening. And let's check what we will be talking about today. So I'm back after a few weeks when I had to fully focus on something else. That's not fully over, but it's almost finished. But at least I have a bit more breathing room, so I can do these streams. Let me just put more of the lights, maybe more later. So what we'll cover here in no particular order will be the plan for the summer when it comes to streaming and everything else. Then we'll do some updates for Meteor Impact. Yes, some initial schedule reveals and putting that online. Then I will be doing some, or maybe attempting some CSS updates to Meteor to do app, trying to kind of go bit more just plain CSS instead of utilizing JavaScript in some cases, and or already use the JavaScript, and maybe also for the accounts UI. I think that one deserves a big review of CSS. And then, depending on the time and energy, we'll be doing some story planning and actually scheduling so that I will actually start releasing and updating stuff. So let's start with the Meteor Impact updates. Let me see. Okay. Oh, they have some really nice things coming up. So let's go with sharing the entire screen. Here we go. What else do I have here? Okay, I don't want this, but we can utilize this. So I'm encoding in Windsurf. I just given here prepared some instructions. Let's see how much this works or does not. And in the meantime, they have now, well, not now, but in quite a while, they had the option to open with the let's see, just copy the path, and here we go. There's the browser, which I want to do, and yeah, we have schedule coming up soon. This will be what we'll be working on today to actually do the schedule. I've put in instructions that I want it to take into account your local time zone and kind of compare that to the time zone that we have on the JSON, where we have different information. So we have I want to kind of have a speakers and a schedule JSON where we'll have all the different information, so I can fast update it faster than just having everything in the HTML code. So kind of proto React here, you could say, where it's just we'll have to go through the JSON and output what we want out. So we have a few talks. I'll be announcing Radoslav's talk right here, and my talks. I've decided I'm going to do a big introduction to Meteor accounts. I am not yet 100% sure how much I could say I'm going to, or how long it's going to be. So we have some Okay, so that's speakers. We have some ID and time zone CET. Venue Russia. It's doing much more than it should, and it has kind of day one. I think I'll have to tell it a bit more when it comes to what we want here. Let's see some comments. Okay, just spam from Twitch. That's sad. Let's see. Breaks. We'll have some hangouts. Yes. So at least this is working through it. So I'll start slowly editing it, and we will not have a Thursday or thing like that. So let me double check the dates. It has it correctly. So 9, be 25 to 26. So all this nonsense about the third date will be gone. And we'll slowly adjust all these things as we need it. I think I said I will start either 6 a.m. my time, or it will be what do I want it? Let me check. This is something no, not World of Tanks. Time zones, buddy, I think was it. World Time Buddy. There we go. And so what I want to kind of have the two extreme, which is Tokyo. And then we have New York City. So those are kind of the two extremes that I kind of need to get into. And so 7, I think, is an option to get started. My time, of course. And so that we are a bit more, I think I said it was 12 hours. So that would have been actually 13 hours. Yes, I think that's where we are going to start. 7 a.m. my time, and we'll end at 8 p.m. That day. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hours. Can maybe make it just 12. Let's see. No, let's do it 13. I want to do 13 because at least, well, not actually not the full hour, but we'll have definitely some opening remarks by me. Then we'll have the opening keynote. We'll have also a closing keynote, and then at 8, there will be some of my closing remarks. So, and actually, let me see here. Instead of Tokyo, I want to do Sao Paulo. So I know the Meteor team when they will be up. So it will be 2:00 in the morning. So I'll have to either do the opening remarks myself. Maybe if I can, I would have to kind of start in the afternoon if I wanted that. So they're just 1 hour ahead of New York. Let's go with that. Let's put in Japan. I'm not too fond of going something like this, so that we cater to because that will take away most of Asia. I just don't want to do that. I could probably start a bit later and go maybe like this so that people have more time and don't miss too much in the Americas. Decisions. What do you think, chat? Hi, Kelly. Good morning. Or for me, it's good afternoon. Let me make this bigger. Deciding on these things. So let's see how this goes. So Kelly, let me know your preference for impact. Would you like for me to start later in the day my time so that you get more time on the conference, or would it be, would you be fine if we kind of go more for the Asia and India, all that stuff? Kind of looking at this. I think I might actually go start at 8. Yeah, let's do that. It'll be 2 a.m. New York time when we start. And I think like around 1 or 2, we'll have the initial keynote, maybe from Meteor guys. We'll see. So let's do that. So 8, welcome and opening remarks. Let's kick it off. Inspiration and inspiration. It'll be just JD, or I'll just do storyteller as the ID. Or is there a schedule? Oh, that's the JS part. Good. And then we'll see what will come out of it. I'll just leave it like this for now to kind of see what we have for suggestion, how it should look like. Oh no. Should not be a time zone select. Page should detect the browser time zone and adjust the times accordingly. So that's that. And day 2, that will be, we'll have some paid workshops, to put it nicely. Hopefully, that's the plan. So yeah, that will be kind of the issue for Americans, and also like on the people on the other side, you'll miss something. So that will be a bit of an issue. And in the background, let me find, where is my email so I can put in all the information. Nope. So over here, from Radoslav, so I can put in the proper information. And I get so much spam, it's crazy. Or more like notifications, and I'm just too lazy to turn them off. So let's get this all checked out. I should probably not have really deleted that last one. Apologies for that. Okay, never mind. Oops. too much. That's what happens when you have too much stuff finding. Then what you need gets a bit more or a lot more difficult. And let's see. Okay, I'll need to enable this functionality. It will take a while. Let's see if our Windsurf has fixed this issue. Error loading schedule data. Let's fix it and let's get this going. You know, I'm mostly using the AI here, so it designs a nice looking page and everything. But I've talk, panel, workshop, hangout, announcement, and break. I don't think we'll have much of an official breaks. But yeah, let's push this. Oh, it is very, I see, it has to be 1-to-1. I'm not Alex. Oh man, wait, there is storyteller.js. I have to see that now. Let me see if there's somebody. No, this account doesn't exist as it should. That's how it is. Oh, it will want my LinkedIn. That's a good idea. I'll leave that for another time. We want to do the asset images for another time. Just have to do here. And let's see, we can probably have the ID equal the nicknames. So what's the issue this time? Let's take a look. Schedule. Something in schedule data failed to fetch. Because it has some strange course. I'm kind of curious, but it's on it's like on the local address, so there shouldn't be any course issue here. I'm kind of curious what's the alternative approach. So can't you just import it? Damn it. That's what I'm wondering about. Just a simple import. But no, then we have to do some compiling steps. So that's not probably going to work. But I think if you put it into the schedule, yes, it should be maybe like a link here at the end somewhere. Yeah, asset just schedule. That's correct. And the same thing will have to be for the speakers. I hope it will figure it out that it has to also do. Let's see. So, well, you can also plan with, waking up early for the conference, or I would say, I would not go too crazy because it will be recorded. So we'll see. Okay, so it did the stupid thing probably, and put everything in here as a data, which will fix the issue. Okay, it's nice that I like that. I'll just tell it to add some animation. Oh, that's interesting bug there, but let's see. Please add some animation when switching between days and playing the talks. Also, please let's just look once again into loading from JSON files, as we want to reuse the speakers on another page, and we want it synced. So let's do that. I would like to have some nice loading stuff. So we'll have the initial remarks for. So we'll have that. It would be nice if we can just have one like JSON and everything, which would be also nice to. Oh, look at that. Kelly has an interesting suggestion that he can modify his website using for a writers' conference of Northern Appalachia using Impact. Might be interesting. Maybe I'll figure out something more. But at the same time, once kind of have this static page going, I can just change the JSON here and a few other things. I will be also adding a link to Luna for the event so that people can sign up and kind of give volunteer entry fee. That will be the idea there as well. And let's see how far we go. Mixed feelings about AI and all these things. I think this, in general, I think that's probably getting me faster to what I want right now. Look at that. It does have the loading animation that I wanted. One of these is not disappearing. That's funny. I'll have to kind of see that. I'm actually quite nicely surprised that it has a very actually titles of the talks that somebody could make. That's super cool. So schedule data. Just schedule. Let's have it clean up because I have no idea how right now it's gonna look a little bit back. Okay, yes. To see what I did there, and that's not what we saw, and it does not have here resolution. So let's see. Mhm. And we have, let's look back at the schedule.js. So this is kind of like a proto React or like any of the front end stuff. And let's look what Kelly is saying here in the meantime. Yeah, so that it has a proposal submission, accept and rejection, and schedule builder. So that sounds definitely interesting. I think like maybe like even if you, Kelly, modify it to be more general, it can be like a nice solution for like small conferences. Might be worth considering. Can sell it for some small fee. And let's see. Something just pricked my nose. Damn it. Annoying. But okay, here we have the tooltip. Let's check. Left top. Doable. It's not the how should I say, not the best, but at the same time that's not what we need. You really just need the basic information. Let me check my see. We'll have to find even the start conversation. There's so many of them. So where will it be? Let's see. Man, so many things come up. It's just crazy. And I just feel I don't have enough time to reply to anything. Let me find. Let's see. Is this? I missed his Oh no, I only have here the old email. Okay, I'll find it in just a moment because here we have progressed. Okay. 5. So let's check what it has here. So we have the speakers. We'll manage that soon. The speakers JSON. We have the schedule JSON. I just want to get this. That's what I was looking for. Yes. So things are fine. And now we need to have in our schedule, I want to check that. I don't want to have the information here. I want, please load the information from the JSON file so that can reuse them on current pages. Example, speakers.json should be reused on the speakers. Oh, I forgot I can actually tag things. That's important. She's on the speakers page to display, to list speakers. Also, let's just keep it like that. Let's see if this can manage. There was some course issue, but I think if it just goes like this and then does like a script src and has the JSON in there, that should be enough. Type application JSON, and instead of this ID here, it will just put in src. Probably ID as well. Let's see. Or it will try something more complex. That's like another thing. Actually, it's very funny because recently I had kind of like junior developers straight out of college, actually started in college, and a lot of the code they were producing was very similar, you could say, to the AI. Not that they used AI, but kind of it was the same thinking patterns and the same application, which was, I found, very hilarious because it really kind of shows that AI like this is just, or not just, but is using that a lot. So okay, come on. It's creating speakers.js. You see that it takes quite a while to create a simple file. Come on. Load display speakers on a speakers HTML page. Come on. There we go. Here is the file. So, okay. Render speakers, get element, speakers grid, removes the loader, and then creates a car and appends it, and then set up animation for that. Perfect. Be adjusting this later. I'm kind of curious. Okay, now for the where are you taking the data? Speakers grid with children. Oh, okay. So render speakers and speakers await data loader, get all speakers. Get me to data loader. We shall see if that works. Data loader is not defined, idiot. Let's see. What is the main JS? Oh, we shall see in a moment. But I think I went a bit too fast. Okay, it's back there. Data loader, speaker. Okay. Speakers, and there's the schedule. Let's see if it can actually remove it here, and if we can get rid of those. Come on, come on. Moment of truth soon. Well, in the meantime, in the background, let's open up Luma. And let's get the other part, which I can just quickly add in manually. So, and let's say share, I want to embed this. There was an option to embed this thing, damn it. Change visibility, transfer. Oh, let me just. Let me. Invite. Okay, so this is a bit. First of all, let me post this link to you all. This is where you can also support us as well. This will be the official page, like event page and everything. And let's see, clone. Yes, embed event page. And let's add that in there as well. And onto the registration page or sign up. That's footer, and here we have the main. Wait, what? No, that's, oh, okay, so that's the main. I think this registration will open. That's a mute point. That's there. So seconds, minutes. And we'll put this here. Let's take a look. Sign up. Okay, and I can, it will be here. So I need to actually put this to the top. Just one more adjustment. Okay, here we go. It should be instead of this thing. Height, let's do 600. Let's do here 800 by, let's see how that looks for. Then we have the countdown. Let's quickly check here, coming soon. Let's try it like that, how it's going to look. Yeah, I think that looks much better, though we could probably make it with like 750. That will make it not go too crazy there. No, it still has a bit of miss. I'm not sure if I want the border. Let's have the border radius, but the border is not like this, is not necessary. Let's see for the height. I think we can go, let's go 500. Yes, that's perfect. Maybe a bit centering for later. That's fine. Yes, that will be, and we'll remove this logo because that's needless duplication. I'm kind of wondering what happens if I put it over here. It will center as well, or if that's going to break. You might notice that I'm always waiting for it to auto reload. Just a bad habit from Meteor. And let me do some break lines so we have a bit more space. Yes. Yeah, I think that's good for this. Let's look at the speakers page. Okay, something appears, just some missing stuff, but that's fine. Let's look at schedule. So, let's look at the schedule page to make sure it still has the date, these JSONs here. That's not fulfilling the definition of clean things up. So let's see if it can handle it without this. No, it cannot. Schedule page. Let's see, I want to also try here if I do script src, and that would be, is it under assets? Yes, assets, JS. Go away, you arrow. This accept and all that stuff, sometimes it's just annoying. No. Speakers.json, and it's type application JSON. And then we have the schedule.json. Kind of curious if putting it here like that is going to help the issue. The JSON files need one source of truth. Yeah, that's kind of common problem. Let's see if it can fix it before I need to go more in depth. And yeah, so there's like much more speakers here, and we'll have, of course, Alim Ghaffar is going to be there as well. Let me put the other person here as well. I need to copy that because I don't have a Polish keyboard. Oh, I think I'll have to change the title here not to be like that. And I'll have the... Do I have the information? I have some bio here for Radoslav, so that's one of the required fields. Boom. That's fine. He's head of engineering. And should add here company. Wait, this is yeah. We'll fix that later. So me, Alim, Radoslav, and we'll have other speakers as well. That's just all I can reveal for now. Alim is going to be probably hosting a panel about AI and all that stuff, so that's going to be fun. Let's see how it's still not happening. One would have thought that kind of loading these data from JSON, all that stuff would be easy at this time of a year, or not, or like, in the progress and everything. And since I'm kind of always in Meteor and all that stuff, that it is easy. So let's see. Plain JS and HTML, load the JSON file into script. You can use the fetch. There is the, oh no, I'll have to, it's Stack Overflow has, since I am in the, no, that's, what the heck? There we go. So, I'm going to use JavaScript. Sorry, not JavaScript, jQuery. That's 5 years ago. So, let's see. As the jQuery API set, that's not it. Without jQuery. Let's see if that will be always an old question. XHR. I think that's like one thing. XML HTTP request. That's very strange. It's taking a lot of time, and that does not bode well for something that should be relatively simple. Come on. Speaker schedule. I'm fine with schedule, just needs to freaking load the data. My God, it's stupid. It's a freaking plane. So in this case, what is the proper solution? Back, make this as simple as possible. Straight loading local JSON from the same domain. Yeah, that's like, that is not a common, not just like a problem with the AI, but it's a very common problem with people in general. Especially, as I said, as I encountered with the young developers, they tend to overthink and try to kind of build too complicated system. Primarily because they have learned a lot of the complicated patterns in school, so they, that's kind of how they see the only way to use it. And unless they actually go into big corporate systems and work it there, then it's oftentimes overkill. And even then, keep it simple, stupid. That is the rule, and that's what needs to happen. Let's go. So let's double check also while we are at it that we have everything else here. Okay, yeah, that's like another reason why we need the speakers. Speakers on the front, or sorry, not the front, but have it in their own, because we need to pull up the featured speakers. Okay, we have here, there's some issue with Cloudflare and Google, but that's probably on my side because I'm using Brave normally. But let's see, there's this thing, that's fine. So about page or sign up is fine. And this is where it is. So submit talk is walking. Chrome extension, Chrome untrusted data, HTTPS isolated app. Let's do this. Let's put it in, and last chance. Then I'm taking the matter in my own hands, and we'll figure out how to do this. Here's the XML HTTP request. I'm not having note. Type equals module on the script. Node has expander support as well, with or without the flag. 2022, so I think this is enabled. So actually, I want to try this out. If this is going to work. Try the following. Let's again, because if this imports just works out of the box in is it assert there? No, it's import. Oh, assert type JSON. Let's take a look. That would simplify. Well, it would simplify a lot of things for us. And it does have it here, import type JSON. And that's also like a backup. If it doesn't work from the JSONs, then put it into the data loader here, and then we'll just have it like as an object. Potato, whatever kind of rocks the boat there. So let me jump back here. Missing using Meteor yet? Yes, it's. I think that's kind of like that's kind of in general. Once you go from like framework back to, you could say, the origins, back to the plain JavaScript, plain CSS again, and it's like I cannot just do this simply. Just realize how much extra work it does it, and that always reminds me of my professor, which was Introduction to JavaScript or something like that. And our first assignment was a sorter, kind of to sort out who is serious about the class. And it was kind of not really serious about the topic. And he gave us, a lot of, data manipulation and data finding. This was, before, media queries were a thing. And you really needed jQuery to do this easily, to kind of work on a text and some elements to do some things, find something, change something over here and there. So we had to have kind of be really kind of know the JavaScript and what it was to do, and it was super annoying. A lot of people kind of failed it and dropped the class, but those who remained were then really kind of went, and we did a lot of stuff in interesting things in JavaScript. So I always remember that fondly. My God, it's taking forever. Oops, wrong window. So if it cannot help, if it cannot do even with this, then now it gets stuck. Now you don't run on local server. What the heck are you thinking? That's like another problem as well. Just want a simple simple thinking. Again, now we have this complicated data loader, and we need to run a local Python server. Nonsense. Reject. This is a static page. There is no server to run. Seems like an output. This is a bad response. Like I'm able to load the JSON files. Shameful. So instead, put the data in the data loader as objects and serve them on request. So that's the that's that. Wait, why is there submit talk? Why was this updated? That doesn't make any sense. Submit talk here should not be having anything. This is nonsense. I don't get what it was trying to do there. Good question from Kelly again. How fast do you generally go through your Windsurf Prom credits? Really depends. If I look at the usage right now, one of the things I'm kind of burning through it because I still have like 200 credits before tomorrow when it renews. So usually through the 500 credits, I go through a month. If I'm really using it a lot, then more. And as you can see, I've kind of bought in the past as well. But I would say I've gotten a bit more over the time, a bit better at prompting. So the 500 is enough for me, but I have also like a lot of other extra workarounds, so I'm not using it as much. And I am much more, much more going back to using myself, partially so that I don't lose the touch, and probably more of importance so that because there's just like a lot of things that AI is not good at doing, especially in the systems that I'm using it in. So in the end, I have to go in, and usually then it's still pretty poor at debugging, to put it mildly. A lot of the things it can do very nice, but as we can see here, it just gets stuck, and then it is adamant that it had, the solution it's proposing is actually should fix the issue, and kind of get cycled through, and just even as I told it, kind of to step back and look at things. No, it just went and did the more complicated thing. And what are you talking about? There is no. We only are concerned with schedule and speakers. And now it's trying to, this is new. I don't recall it ever wanting to, kind of, it starts like, this is new behavior. It went on to start addressing something that was not necessary. Let's see the data loader. Okay, so we have the data here, and which means I can delete this. Trash equals JSON delete. Why are you analyzing when I told you not to do it? My man, it gets completely and utterly befuddled. Ensure and the data. Request it. Do not do anything fancy. Do the simplest and most standard compliant way. This is a simple static web page. Yeah, let's do that. It's like another thing, once it implements something, and if you kind of go and it forgets to kind of stupidly kind of remove the old approach that did not work, and then that just causes more issue needlessly. So we need to do that multiple times, or maybe start again. So, but yeah. Interesting. There's like this 54 tokens that it says here, and I think that might be more of a debugging thing because, of course, I'm not spending like 54 credits, so that's just below credit and tokens. So this is especially relevant when it comes to the memory of the thing, but there should be no need for any or like to worry about memory. It's like one thing that still I am thinking. We have GPT, which would be super. Gemini as well. It should be like both these two should be like super when it comes to the memory, while Claude is super when it comes to the coding itself, but doesn't have enough of a memory to kind of. But my experience from GPT, it's not so good. In a way, this is kind of a mirror to kind of us humans, because I think there was like a meme where somebody was complaining about AI kind of producing bad code, and then it said something about, but it was trained on your code. And I think maybe part of that is that we don't delete enough repositories with bad code and from GitHub, and then it kind of trains on it. And part of it is also because we do have reproductions. So for example, with Meteor, we do have reproductions for issues, and that requires its own repository. So then, the wrong approach to something might be used to feed the AI So okay, moment of truth before. Oh. Declaration issue and continue. It still has not fixed the schedule and speaker to get the data. Oh, I'll speak of it. It's working on it right now. Okay. So what did it? Okay, here's just I started changing CSS, but okay, that might be justifiable. So I'll just accept that. Main data loader schedule. Well, it's making progress. Schedule 219 speakers. And it's time for me to jump in because this is getting ridiculous. 219. Let's get a bit more space here. 219. Create session element. Okay, bit of a noise here. Apologies. So I want session. Let's see what if it actually gives me the session here. Okay, so it gives me the session. It has the sessions and cannot read properties of undefined, undefined. Which is speakers data. Okay, apologies, guys. I'll have to quickly have a quick break. I just need to check what's going on here. Let's see. And let's use some of the new stuff that we have here from. Okay. Okay, I'm back. It's just somebody being a bit too aggressive with disposing of their own things, but it sounded like gunshots, which in this part of the world, in this area, would be a bit unusual. Okay, so speakers data, speakers. So let's see, do we have speakers data? Let's take a look. Yes, we do. So it's not .speakers, but just go straight to find. I think that's the issue. Yes, that was the issue. And this is the problem of AI, that once it's changed something somewhere, it oftentimes forgets that it needs to fix the references somewhere else. So with that, we have these things, and I can actually start putting things as they should be. So we have these, that's the 3 of us, that's currently there. And now for the welcome and opening remarks, that's by me, and all of these other talks. What just happened? I will that won't be happening, so that's fine. And I want to do here put in Radek's talk, and oh, I forgot to add in the level. That's a good point. Inner. Okay, ID session 2. It won't be at 9. It will be later. And we said the duration is going to be 59 minutes. Oh yeah, I need to also add tags. That's like another announcements on MeteorJS. Let's just do that. And I have here the official tags as MongoDB, and performance. It's actually intermediate. And here we go for the description. And we want to do talk. Okay, let's leave it as that. And I think for him, he will go at 10 or something like that. I still have to talk with Radoslav there. So hour-long presentation. I think that's all important. Just needs to do here his GitHub like that. And yeah, my company is not only now Universe. So, and I said I will be doing another session as well ID. I think session 2 is welcome. Deep dive reactivity. This one, I will do coffee break as well. I will have a few more things, but I want to do counts intro, title, introduction to Meteor accounts, and let's see, when will that start? Right now, I'll just put it at 08:30 at 30 minutes. That's actually how it handles 60. Talk. And yeah, this is storyteller. I'm the speaker. Tags are this. Actually, MongoDB as well, and counts. This will be for the beginner level. And so one of the just strengths of Meteor is the account system. Let's see, can we do here? No, damn it. I wish it had, there was the same capability that, for example, WebStorm, it can soft wrap, long lines. That would be super helpful here. It's going to authentication of credential system that is built into MeteorJS. Yes. It has everything from logging with passwords, OAuth, roles, and has everything that you need to build a robust application and authorization system. Okay. This extends this talk will take a grand look on all its parts and basics on how to use it. So that will be my talk, 30 minutes. Might be too slow, but on second day, which would be paid workshops, day 2 would be, and it will be not session 1, but workshop accounts. Workshop. And level beginner. And it won't be welcome, but this is a deep dive into Meteor accounts. Oops. What just happened here? I think sometimes yeah. It's a bit of sometimes the suggestions are too aggressive. Workshop will look into MeteorJS accounts on a much deeper level. We'll explore the intricacies and useful settings of the account. Settings cover gotchas and best security practices. We'll also look into how to make your own OAuth clients so that you can connect to, you can enable connecting, enable your users to sign up with their favorite service. Okay. So that will be my workshop. There will be a few more. As before, I want to kind of save these for a little bit, and I want to do here at the end the farewell. Goodbye, closing remarks and farewell. That will be at 2100. So let's leave it there. Wait, where did this? And let's see if things work. So Vim extension available in the VS Code Marketplace. Not into that, but let's see. Introduction to Meteor accounts. Oh, it did not sort out the talks by their order. That's interesting. Good to know. In a way, I kind of want to keep that so that the data is more manageable. Let's see. I have added tags and level fields to the schedule. Please display those on the cards as well. Like me. And there we go. Radoslav is right there. Oh, this star behind is dangerous if it aligns. And check day 2, deep dive into Meteor account. So that's workshop. So normally we also have now then I'll see. It's just matter of time. There is a popular opinion probably that, for example, PewDiePie is also on that trajectory. That's a completely different topic, but yeah, back to the scheduling. So we used to have like T hours for networking, which I will definitely put it back in. And we used to have it like at multiple times. So, and what was the category again for that? Let's do Hangout. And instead of goodbye, this is the time. Let's call it my storyteller's tea time. I'll put it at here right now. Let's put it at 30 minutes. Per the traditions, we'll have some tea and cookies as we chat about MeteorJS and anything else that comes to mind. And I'm thinking, yeah, right now will just be half an hour. So let's put the level here as well. Beginner. Level beginner, so just that we have it. And we have to add some tags here as well. I think given that it's already tagged as announcements, let's keep that. And conference. Okay, another thing that I want to do is I want to run again the Meteor survey that we used to run for a couple of years. I have it already started. I just need to finish it up. So let's see. I want to kind of put it somewhere in midday. Let's just put it here as well for now. And I'll put it actually in the afternoon and Meteor survey and MeteorJS community survey summary. And this would be a talk. And yeah, that would be something I need to also probably do today or in the coming week or so to kind of start asking these questions. Summary of results from the Meteor MeteorJS community survey, and what we can deduce from it. Survey community. So that will be coming up as well. Let's take a, oops. Oh no, J. Schedule. So that's getting there. And good. We have 2, 4, 6 things to announce, plus this workshop. Yeah, I think this is good enough. What do you guys think? Let me know if anything comes to mind. But if you want to talk, then let me go. Then in Submit Talks, it's still available. You can send it, and I'll be happy to include that. So let's look at speakers. So GitHub, Twitter. Oh, it should not be Twitter. It should be X. Okay, speakers. Let's find it. Social Twitter. Dom X. And yeah. For Alim, I will put in. Oh, actually, let me actually go speakers next and do the. Let's see. Do I have a images and just Storyteller JPEG for me? Oh, it should also include LinkedIn. Make sure that the speakers page includes LinkedIn link if present. Let's do that. And in the meantime, I actually need to find my LinkedIn and Alim's LinkedIn and everything else. And Alim is not a lead developer at MeteorJS, sadly. Community organizer. And let's see, let's put these things in. Let me find Alim. Oh, nice. Alim has a very nice LinkedIn. I don't think Alim really has much of the other things. Being one of the founding organizers of Meteor New York back in the days, and ever since has been a significant presence in the MeteorJS community. Currently, he is one of the hosts on Meteor Meteor Dispatches podcast. And I will find, well, I'll just use his, yeah, let's do that. Let's use his LinkedIn image just for the fun of it. And let's check very quickly with what Radoslavs wants for his. Okay, so he only wants his GitHub. So let's go there, and I'll use that image he has there for now as well. And let's see how that is going to look here, given everything. It's okay for Alan. This is perfect. I just love how it how it cropped it, just because it doesn't really put it in for Yaroslav. It's bad. We'll have to find a better one. But for Alan, oh my god, this is so much fun. Let me screenshot it and send it to him. I'll just use it for now. I'll fix it later, but this is going to be so much fun. Let me just send it to him. This is hilarious. Why are you going here? Let's go here. Image. Let's send that through him. So this is fun. Okay, and now I have all my windows and everything all over the place. So, but I think this is a good time to finish this up. Let me see. This will be. Where do I have the repository for this? That's the last thing I need to do. Impact landing, yes. And now we'll move to Meteor and CSS. If you remember, on Friday, we did an episode where we pretty much could be sum up. You don't need JavaScript for CSS. And I kind of want to actually implement some of the things that I promised that I'm going to implement. So let me do all the security stuff around actually pushing things, and let's call it initial speakers schedule. And of course it's complaining. Yes. Oh, I have to resume my GPG. No, that's not, doesn't look good. Just a moment, guys. This integrations, GitHub. This looks SSH key, everything looks fine. So what are you saying here? This is when I have too much security. Oh well, matters not. We'll just move to Meteor itself. And I have not used AI with Meteor code. So, and this time I want to only use it for some CSS. So this is going to be fun. So let's first of all, let's get onto the latest version locally. And let me think, how are we going to do this? So there are two things that I want to check or want to do. Number one, update the CSS on the accounts UI, just a little bit. I think that's where we start. And then I want to take the to-do app and see if I can do maybe some updates there, but it's kind of secondary. So, and to do that, let me open up terminal and let's do this. Let's do Meteor create. And I want to create because accounts UI playground, and I want with Blaze. So because that's kind of where all the UI is hidden. Though there is a option that you can actually get the Blaze components into some other places as well. Okay, spill a bit of water. That should be fine. So we have that. Accounts UI playground. I just upgrade everything. Meteor and PMI. We have that. And what I want to do is Meteor add accounts UI, accounts password. And let's do accounts, Facebook accounts. Return, let's just, of course, if I can spell. Meteor. Okay, here we go. That's a lot. And there was also a bit of an issue with the accounts UI having some resolution, but it looks like it's not happening here. And let's actually open a new window and open up the folder where we added the example. So that's under web, Meteor, and UI playground. Boom. And what we want to do here, since we've added that on the main, and now this is going to be hello info. Yes, and here in the body at the top should be login buttons, or I don't remember. It's just embarrassing. It's been a long time since I've done that. So let's open up the docs over here. I don't need to know everything here. And let's look. Yeah, accounts UI. We have some security, and let's see. There's the of course this is the API, and I want to see the Blaze. What are the Blaze templates? I'm not. Should be Okay. Okay, so it is login buttons. Configures behavior of login buttons. This is the accounts UI.config. And this doesn't go anywhere. That's a bug. But that's Meteor. Okay, so we have the login buttons here. And I want to add here one more. Start local, in which case we go one up, and then we go to Meteor, Meteor, and then run, which will use the local packages so we can actually do the changes in the repository itself of Meteor. And we do have the terminal store open here. So let's try that. npm run start local. And you can see it's downloading the dependencies kit and everything because we are on the development branch. So that's a bit more advanced. Actually, I think that would be the latest node and everything. So yeah, 22.16, which I think which will be coming up in the next patch release. And I forgot to use the open, but for that, we'll just use, again, this, and just so that we have everything clean. Ta-da. It will take a while because it needs to rebuild everything. And while we are at it, we can actually find the package itself over here. So that will be accounts UI. And we are looking here, accounts UI unstyled, login button, import less. And I think this is where it's kind of funny because the accounts UI unstyled actually has the styling, I think. And another thing that I would probably like to do here is to just go with pure CSS. That's what I want to hopefully go as it's like 13 years ago, and you can probably imagine. Oh, I can see some downgrading. Interesting. I will fix that. So yeah, here we have, it still works, So what you can imagine, 13 years of CSS has been developed. I think we can probably, we can do a lot of things, now that I think about it. Kind of change the fonts. I think I really want to go a bit more all out, because one of the problem is with this is you cannot really define anything. And now we have CSS variables. So we can really upgrade this and make it really awesome again, make Meteor great again, that you can actually adjust this. So I'm going to unleash AI on this and be absolutely brutal. Login buttons. And login buttons import less are used for styling of the Blaze.js templates for accounts. Full list is in accounts UI unstyled. It has been over a decade that this has been touched. First things first, please update the CSS to use new CSS. CSS, what would be the word? CSS approaches or CSS? Help me out, chat. What is the word I'm looking for here? To use the new CSS rules and approaches. You can drop work around for IE8 and lower. Let's just start simple. We wanted to kind of check through and do that. I also kind of want to, while I'm at it, probably, though I don't think there will be much to do here. I will probably check into the, if we can have maybe improve the structure. And maybe figure out internationalization as well. But then I'm getting a bit more ahead. Because I think that will require a proper discussion, and I think having like an internationalization, official internationalization library in the core is a must. That is just something that really I think needs to happen. But first thing, what I really want to do here is change this. Of course, first of all, what I'm doing right now, step one, upgrade any of the less CSS here. I want to move to pure CSS just to reduce the dependency. So that will be my next step. And then once we are there, I want to move to CSS variables so that you can override it as well. So background, and I even want to do potentially dark theme and light theme and all that stuff, and I want to document, because then this will become then again a bit more interesting. And yeah, let me also, oh no, my Git Kraken is, okay, it's back. Let me update the reference. This will probably trigger rebuild, but that's fine. That's what we want anyway. Oh, look at that. It's E10, Firefox, yeah, gone. Sorry. It's starting doing it. Exactly what I want. Most of it will stay here. Let's see, what else do we have here? So margin. I think this actually can use, okay, that's gone. It's doing some translate function there. It's going to take a while, but let's look at, yeah, so we have updated blast to the latest here. That was just an issue of reference, not anything else. So let's see what I did here. Prefixes, kept only WebKit user select for Safari compatibility. AK Safari is the new new IE, remove outdated prefixes for box sizing, box shadow, all that stuff. Nice. Enhance input fields with better panning, transition, and focus states. Added proper focus styling with box shadow for accessibility. Standardized sizing using RAM units instead of pixels. Interesting choice. Updated buttons with better padding and more consistent styling. Added subtle transform effect on click for better user feedback. Improve disabled state styling with opacity and cursor changes. Replace negative margin centering with transform-based centering. Remove I8 specific margin right for inline block element. Improve dialog styling with better shadow and rounded corners. Added smooth transition for hover and focus states. Improve link styling and hover effects. Better spacing and typography through the interface and cleaner code. Remove outdated i7-8 workaround. Simplified CSS declaration. More consistent styling approach throughout. So let's take a look how it looks like over here. Yeah, don't see that much difference, which is good. But it does seem a little bit smoother. We see the shadow there. So that's perfect. I would like to remove the less dependency. Can you make this work with pure CSS? Note on how login button is porting. We need to maintain that functionality in some way. Is importing buttons. Let's check that. And let me create a feature. This is accounts UI CSS update. So that I can do that. Let's let AI kind of figure out, because I have no idea. This is like way above my pay grade, but I'm going to check if it's not trying to do something stupid here with with the packages. Okay, just config screw that. Drop IE8 and other. So it will be ancient workarounds. Ah, damn it. I need to figure out what exactly is messing up my Git Kraken right now. Okay, and we do have still working. Let's see. Almost there. So commit, and let's see if this will. I'll have to probably check with Git Kraken, but help. So now it's working, doing the CSS. Let's see, maintain structure. Let's see, login button, CSS import. Yeah, that's going to be an issue, because unless it does this pretty easily. The question there is if it doesn't make more sense to actually move this, move the CSS into the accounts UI package, because this is just, I think it would make more sense, because then, if you have if you just have the accounts UI unstyled, then having the styles there makes little sense. So let's see if, first of all, let's see if we can kind of retain this. I don't think so, but that's why we are experimenting here. So it's refreshing. Okay, it's still there. Let's try to remove the less files. Let's kind of have this here. Okay. I don't think that it updated, so removed it. It still does the stupid thing with that. Okay, and okay, it's still here. So okay, we are in theory backward compatible. That's interesting. No, I just done the Blaze thing again. Okay, and I cannot for some. Okay, let's see. Stage that as well. Okay, so that might have worked. That's interesting. Here we have the variables, and I think like things like font family and everything, I want to also add into the variables. Let's do that. Works great. I want to have more variables so that people can change more things. Add things like box shadow, font family, and let's see, and other things that make sense into variables. Next, prepare a dark theme that will be applied when the CSS detects that the browser is using, browser/system is using is using dark theme. Let's play with that. Let it go for a little bit. And in the meantime, in the background, I will have to try to figure out what the heck is going on here. And I guess I'll have to go with terminal. And figure it out. Commit failed. Active GP G key was unusable. It's very good Kraken. I'll have to take a break in a little bit, but I'm very happy how did it work out. So let's just reload here. Okay, still don't see any dark theme here. Let's check. So what I did, layout and sizing, border radius for buttons, dialogues and inputs, dialog with some padding, color primer and secondary text colors, background colors, and the borders, typography effects. Dark theme support. I've implemented automatic dark theme detection using preferred color scheme, media query. Nice. Dark themes include dark CSS modernization. Let's take a look at the top. Yes. And here it rewrites it. Let's see. I think there might be a thing that you might want to kind of have here, like special dark theme variables, but let's address that at a later time. Oh, I have probably lied here because of what I'm using. So let me try. I have a few more browsers that I can throw at it. Yes, and it is dark. So it is indeed out in there. That is, yeah, so light theme, dark theme. Look at that beauty. Let's actually make a screenshot so that we can show it to people. I think, these are like very awesome quick wins that we can make. And I think that, people should be making. So I'll be, okay, let me check if I can finally get my commit working. Commit signing. Oh, it's missing. Interesting. So I'll have to generate a new one for open source. But guys, I need to take a very quick break. I'll be back in a few moments. So what we still have to do is, of course, push this all, create a pull request, and then let's see what then we have the to-dos improvements on CSS. When it comes to the checkboxes, I want them to be pure CSS there. And then we'll go on to some other more fun stuff. So I'll be right back. Okay, back, and let's get this finished up. So I was away, I was thinking of a few more things that we can do here. And actually, there's two things. Since the dark theme could also be detected by the target website, we want to have special dark theme variables so that they can set different variables for the light theme and dark theme. If the dark theme variables are not set, then default to the normal variables. So that's first thing that I want to do. So you can define, you could say, special dark theme variables. Oh, it's neat. And second, I want then what I'll be, please analyze Meteor.com and adjust the theme to better fit the design of that page. And that is because this was originally, yes, this is exactly, not almost. This is correct. Let's see. Let me just kind of finish this. Shouldn't these be in the or these look like extra in the light theme? Shouldn't they be in the dark theme section? Yeah, these variables should not be stand alone. The dark theme variables override the main variables if set, else they let's see if this can fix. So just last few things here. And I want to also fix my GPG key on GitHub because that's what got a little bit broken for some reason, or maybe outdated. Oh, this one is expired. Interesting. But yeah, I have like only one that's like recent. Everything else is a few years old. So let me do that. That should be why is it so slow? Oh no, and I forgot to. Yeah, so I'll have to figure out something new here. Okay, so again, please analyze and adjust the let's see, not just as like CSS, adjust the CSS to more align with that page. Let's see, do we have, okay, yeah, so that's all set. No, it did it wrong. Oh my God. That's so wrong. And we need to have special dark theme variables that get applied to variables under this. If they are not defined, then default to what there is now. This will allow the end users to set a special light and dark themes easily. And hopefully, when I rewrite, I've put in the correct key. Let's see. It's always taking longer than expected. Let me generate a new one. Oh, that's why the GPG key expires after 2 years. And that's what's happening with me here. So this will be GPG. And yeah, thankfully I have everything set up here. So example for the end users. Good. Okay, and I forgot to add the fallbacks. Make sure to add fallbacks if the dark variables are not set to apply the values that you had there. Let's see if it can figure out that it can just to add it as it was first time. And hopefully it will not do something stupid. That's usually what happens. So yes, it's there. Perfect. And boom, perfect. Why is it editing package JS? No. What are you on about here? My God. Yeah, this is absolutely unnecessary. It was not in the instruction. It's going above and beyond, but in the completely wrong area. It should not be touching this at all. Let me stop it because it's going crazy. Rogue AI. I should be touching this, not you. Okay. And here is the hardcore templating, because templating is outside of that. So Meteor show templating, and that's 1.4.4. So that's that. But this will be 1.8 anyway. This will be 1.50 anyway. So that will be the new versions there. Okay. Let's see if I can commit now in the background. Okay, it looks like now it's working. And now I will put this, migrate to CSS and add dark theme. And the last thing is, finally, we want to update the look to follow more closely Meteor.com. Let's do that. Oh, I forgot to actually check that it's still. Well, I would be surprised if that changed. Yeah. It's working on it. We can open it in the browser. We turn the corners. Color scheme, blues and purples, improved typography and spacing, better visual hierarchies, subtle animation and transition. Yeah, I think there's like more animation and transition. That would be pretty cool. Designers will be out of the work and looking at this. Not really though. It's like with everything. It just does the basics relatively good, and then that's about it. Okay, back to StreamYards over here and your comments. Nothing new. So, come on. Yeah, I think I want to discuss if we move it, move the CSS to the just accounts UI, which I think would make sense in the PR, kind of to do. And then we'll have to have some internationalization as well. And that's much bigger discussion at some other time. Okay. Oh yeah, that's definitely not sure if you notice it, but it's much more cleaner, I would say. Yeah, that's much more. The font does a lot. That font does a lot of making it look nicer. Responsive improvement. I think it's small enough that it doesn't need to, but I think that's really great. Modern styling. Add AI, look at Meteor.com and adopt some of the styling into the look. That will be the commit. So let me push that. Let's get around to creating this in. I think this is fun. It's not yet fully pushed. It should be. There we go. Accounts UI CSS. Great. So accounts UI. I went ahead and upgraded the CSS for accounts UI. Changes. Removed less. Now just pure CSS. Detect dark theme. Should put in the image here. The dark theme using CSS variables to allow users to override the look. Oh, that's actually one thing that I still need to put into documentation. Let's see. New look. And yeah, that's a good thing. Now we need to especially the list of the properties, the CSS variables into documentation. And now we need to actually find where that documentation is, which, if I remember correctly, is a bit different. That would be v3 docs, docs. Will it be under, let's see, accounts UI? Yes, here we go. So it's a bit different. It's accounts UI. Accounts -UI.md right here into documentation. Boom. Push it in. Should be pretty simple update. The only, the minimum I need from the AI is that it just lists the variables there, and I can add the description later on. But I think this will be one of the biggest updates to accounts UI in 10 years. Okay. So then customizing the UI. It's variable basic usage. Dark theme support. Prefers, yes. Available variables, layout and sizing. And customize with the current default values. Okay. New UI, accounts, UI, CSS variables. Let me see here. Remove list, no, just pure CSS. Detect dark theme using CSS variables to allow users to override the look. Detects dark theme and automatically applies it. Let's see, anything else with it? I don't think so. I think this is... Oh, updated the look to follow a bit more closer. Oh, we also dropped IE. That's where we started. Drop IE8 and earlier and other ancient arounds. I think after 10 years or so, or like even, when was Internet Explorer discontinued? Was like at least 2 years back, at least a year back, because I remember on Dispatches we celebrated that with Meteor.com. Great. Pull request. I'll push this one more thing here. Kind of find it a bit funny that I'm working on things that I don't really use as much often. Should probably then check out all the configuration for Facebook and so on. As well, I'm wondering if because it still has not been. Yuck. Lately, GitKraken has been getting slower, even though I've removed all the AI functionality. If this continues, I'll have to find something else. Might also be because I'm screen sharing and doesn't like that. So now with that finished, let's close this. We can also close this. We can close Edge. And here I want to find the example for to do. Where will that be? Examples. New. To-dos, complex to-dos. Oh man. So it's been almost 3 hours, so I'll have to. Okay, I'll save that for next time, so that it's not too overwhelming. But I'll give you guys a link to the PR so you can check it out as well, comment on it, and all that stuff. I think this goes well with release 3.4. That's kind of the type of change that I would put into that release. Okay. So where does that leave us? Sign up for Meteor Impact. I should probably also do the obligatory please like, share, and subscribe, or more like this, like and subscribe. It will help, and you will get notification on everything that I have coming up. And speaking of coming up, let me see if I can figure out not online dashboard, that's not whiteboard. I always forget what people use. Not my road. That's just want a simple. Oh wait, okay. This is my row. They have good SEO. Let's. But I need something that's more simple. What does Primogen use for port? See if it can figure it out. Okay, prime time. What whiteboard page does YouTuber Primogen prime time I use? Okay. No, it's not Primogen, it's Primagen. I think it's this one. Let's try again. Now it should probably, the AI should. Okay, I can actually get on root. Excalidraw, I think, is the one that they use. So let's, yes. And that's the one I've been using with my friend. Wait, I can only have one? Okay, so that's not the one. No, I don't want Excalidraw. I want to see similar ones. It's the name Virtual Whiteboard. I should be able to find. It's interesting. It's open source. Okay. Okay. Doesn't go the easy way, so I'll have to do it here on my notepad. Yes. Let me make it even bigger. So, for example, that should be plenty of visible. So to finish up, let's see. We have 14, 21st, and 28. And let's plan a little bit more ahead for 11, 18, 28. No. Oh. 18, 25. So we have here July and August. Let's see. I think the 4th of August, I'm going to take a break, potentially. I won't plan anything at the moment because I might be at an event or maybe cleaning up where I will be completely wasted afterwards. So I won't really do much. If anything, it will be random stuff. Let's see. So, so we still have some CSS Meteor to-dos, CSS upgrade. And I will also look into Autoform plugins upgrade. I have one that I need to upgrade for one of my clients. So that will be one of the things that I will be looking at to do. So that's, let's see. I have too many things here. Okay. So that will be next time. So that will be FOSS hours. Let's just call it FOSS hours again. On the 21st, I have quite a few topics that I would like to talk with you guys. Let's just go in the chat. Let me know if you want me to cover something specific, or if you come in later, leave a comment. I will be very happy to kind of see what you want me covered and react to that. Let's see. So this is also, let me think. Also, I kind of want to mix it up a little bit, maybe with the Meteor dispatches, because what we are doing is we have the news once in every 2 weeks. So this week is news, and then we have a topic. So that way we can kind of talk more about the news, and then we can just focus on the topic much more cleanly. In which case, I might want to kind of look at the news or something like that. Or I want to kind of do here the news segment as well. So for next week, I also need to get my MeteorJS community survey up, and that will be that. Then 21st, that will be the week where we'll have news. So I would like to cover something topical. Okay, so let's do it like that. So every other week I will be doing FOSS hours, working on something related to FOSS, or just building in the open. That will be the idea for that. So so that leaves me about 2 more topics that I would like to do. I want to definitely spend at least once a week, or sorry, once a month, doing like a writing corner. So or world building. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do world building corner. So that will be every 3rd week. And other than that, that leaves me on the 1st week of the month to do something else. Any suggestion, tips? I think given this is mostly, kind of focusing on technical stuff, and once in a month world building might be good, so it's kind of stays more on the technical side, to do kind of like a technical topic. And there's always a lot of news to discuss, but I don't want just to be a reaction channel. That's just not really, I don't feel I have that much to kind of add for the most part to the discussion that other people want to cover in a better way, to put it mildly. So oh, I do have somewhere a list. It's been a while. Let me try to find it. I can write down freaking channel. Always mess the NLs. Building my universe and no ideas, guys. No, nothing specific that you want me to talk about. I can probably do a general futurism, and the future, I think that would be future and tradition. I think that might be interesting topic. Let's see if 'cause I'll have too many open topics, and I've discussed this like or brainstormed it with one of the AIs. So I'll probably just okay. So I think I might put it to a vote or something. I'll discuss it with a few people, but I'm right now looking at two options. Let's call it the tradition and technology, or the way of the author, which is a literal universe project that we have to kind of entice new way of the author. So this is kind of related. So I'm kind of curious what you would prefer, more tradition and technology, or the way of the author. And I'm going to start putting things into these three or four let's say series. Let's run with that. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat or comments. This will kind of, or I can make it because some months have, will just kind of fall to have like 5 weeks. So if I look at my schedule behind the scenes here, this will be the case with September. 2, 4, 2, 4, 5, and December. And then March. And then August. So, okay, so we have about 2 times a year or so, 5 weeks month, or like that Monday comes on to be like kind of 5. I think that's where I will put the way of the author, and that will be kind of behind the scenes and discussing my project progress, but also how I'm going to adjust the way of the author on Literal Universe. Maybe I'll have to think about it, but I kind of like the tradition and technology. aspects that I will be looking at, and I kind of take it from there. World building corner, creation technology. I'll kind of be looking at something much more, more contemporary topics and looking into that. So those might be actually a bit shorter, but probably the more fun. Okay. I think we have a plan. So next week, MeteorJS community survey, Meteor Studio CSS upgrade, or just CSS playing, and then we'll have Autoform upgrade. That will be the beginning of new FOSS hours. Let's just call it that way. Then we'll have a world building corner on the 21st. We'll be building my universe, Literary Universe, on Literary Universe. So that will be fun. And then we are back in the FOSS hours and building in the open. And then the next month, till then I'll figure out what the first Monday of the month is going to be. And then every other week is going to be, or like the second and fourth Monday of the month is going to be FOSS hours, and in between will be other things. So let's do that, and I might cover some other things. So thank you very much for watching. If you want to sponsor me on GitHub, you can see the link below, github.com/sponsor/storytellercz. Let me put that in the chat. The money from that goes to my open source activities. That's kind of all of that. And and towards this programming, so I can afford to pay the subscription for StreamYard and everything else. And alternatively, you can also, if you need help with anything related to Meteor or what I discuss, you can reach me via my personal call, also giving that link right now in the chat. So you can, reach out to me there, and we can schedule some, how to meet and all that stuff. And with that said, that's it for today. A bit longer than usual, a bit more maybe rambling. I need to kind of get back into the groove as I was not around a little bit. And we'll see how things goes, and let's try out the new things that we have here to close the stream. So see you on Friday. If you are watching the dispatches, actually will be soon switching to Thursday. Beware. And then I'll see you on Monday, hopefully, for another FOSS hours.